Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday evening. It's the end of my day. I rushed home so I could get a workout in. So you see my hair is a little bit messy, but I've been thinking about something all day and I wanted to talk about it. Actually, I've been thinking about it for several days since I did my intro video the other day. So what I've been thinking about is I've met a lot of people over a lifetime really, but especially the last couple years, I've met a lot of really great people at work and otherwise who will ask me, I don't know how to read the Bible. I don't know what Bible to get. I have a Bible that somebody gave me, but it's hard to read. And I don't know where to start. I don't know how to read the Bible. I don't know if I can understand it when I do start reading it. And I got to thinking about that because I think it's a lot like working out. What's the best way to work out and stay in shape, or the best thing to do to take care of your health or your fitness? Well, the best thing to do is the thing that you like doing and that you can do over and over and over. I would tell you, reading the Bible is a lot the same way, right? What's the best Bible to read? The best Bible to read is the one that you're going to pick up and read. It's really not any more difficult than that. I understand that there may be people who would want to argue about that, and, only King James or only the Catholic Bible or only the Greek Bible or whatever. I'm not really here to argue with that, because I'm sure that they have their reasons of why they believe that. But what I would say to you, the best Bible for you to read is the one that you want to read. Now, I actually have a stack of Bibles here, okay? This is my current Bible that I read right now. It is New Living Translation, and I got it off of Amazon. At some point, I'll probably set up some sort of an affiliate system to go along with this. But for right now, I would say this has been a really good version for me. Now, I can go into a little more depth later on, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next video I do, and talk to you about the difference between Bibles. Some are a little more of a word-for-word translation. Some are a thought-for-thought translation. And some are pretty well paraphrased. And there's probably other ways to categorize different versions of the Bible. The New Living Translation, it is a thought-for-thought translation. So you will find that the passages are very similar, but they're said in a little more modern language. Okay, so anyway, I really like this. You might laugh at me, because you know what my very favorite Bible has been out of all the Bibles I've read over my lifetime. I'm taking stuff out of this before I show it to you so it doesn't fall out. But my very favorite Bible has been, it's covered in duct tape, in washi tape, where I got creative. But this is my favorite Bible I've ever read, and it is the Children's Living Bible. The original cover is like an olive color with a little bit of a painted scene of Jesus with children. If you are a beginner reader of the Bible and you've never picked up a Bible in your life, honestly, this is probably the best place to start for somebody who has no framework or paradigm for reading. Now, this is the Children's Living Translation. You cannot find it anymore in the copies that were available on Amazon. I actually bought, I think, most of them and gave them out to people because I wanted people to win at reading. What you can do, though, however, is you can find the Living Translation, which is what the children's, I think the difference is pictures. I think that's the only difference between the Living Bible and the Children's Living Bible. But if you're brand new to reading, this version would probably be a very kind version for you to start with. Personally, though, if I was just reading the Bible and just trying to take it in and really take in the stories or the passages, this was by far my favorite Bible I've ever read. And it looks so bad because I finally had to cover it with duct tape because the cover was falling off. Another version that you might also like is the New King James Version. So hold that up for you. This is actually my husband's Bible. I have one like it, but it's a little more beat up. New King James is also, it's more of a modern version of King James. It's not quite as difficult to get through the text. A little more plain speak, a little more modern positioning of the words and phrases, but New King James is really close to King James translation, but a little easier to read. Another version, just depending on who you are and how you're wired, but this is the Message Bible. Now, the Message Bible is paraphrased for sure. If you like really down-to-earth street speak, or things that are, super direct and straightforward, Message Bible would be a good translation to check out. Personally, I don't like it. I think it's got a little too much edge to it for me. Not because it's real, that's not what I'm referring to, because I very much communicate that way. But the Message Bible, it's just a little, it almost feels irreverent to me. So, but it is an option. So the Message Bible is something to check out. I believe this I also covered in clear duct tape because it was getting tore up. But this is the New International Version. And they're all going to have different covers. Just because it's a version doesn't mean it's in this cover, just so you know. But New International Version is readable. It's pretty readable, like the Living Bible. The one thing I don't like about the New International Version is it leaves out the name of Jesus in a lot of places. So I struggle with that a little bit, but it is an easy to read version that is pretty user friendly. Two more Bibles I'll show you. This is a King James Bible. It was given to my husband and I believe maybe it was given to us on our wedding day by our pastor at the time, who did our marriage counseling, what have you. This is, anyway, it's King James. It's got a lot of, these and thous and a little more straight up English, really formal English from way a long time ago. I personally don't like reading in King James. However, what I do like about the King James Version is if you're looking up a Bible app and you're trying to drill into the Greek or the Hebrew, you're probably going to do it with a King James Version in those apps. So it's kind of nice to have one on hand just in case you need to dig into something. Now this one has a Bible cover on it, and I don't think I think the outside's pretty plain, but what I have here is the complete Jewish Bible. And it does have more usage of Hebrew names in the way that they're actually written. I actually did like this to some degree. Some of the names, though, I would have to go look up because I couldn't remember who they were really referring to in the way that name was written. So that forced me to kind of dig a little bit. But anyway, there's lots of versions. I know that some people really like the ESV, the English Standard Version. I would just encourage you to download a free Bible app that has a lot of different versions, and just go through and read some of the versions and see if that feels like something that you could sit with and that you might want to spend time with. Personally, I want something that when I read it, it feels like I'm interacting with it. It's said in a way that I can relate to, both on a rational and a heart level. But I just wanted to put that out there today, so I'm gonna bring this to an end here. But if you're looking for the right Bible to read, the right Bible is going to be the Bible that you want to pick up. It's the one that you want to sit down in your chair with a mug of coffee and a journal and curiosity, and that you want to read and that you want to start to integrate into your life and in your heart and your mind. So that's what I have to say about that. And I look forward to just sharing more. If you like this video and you want to learn more, please like, follow, and subscribe down below. And one more thing I would like you to do before I sign off is if you have a version that you really love and that you already read and you're like, yeah, this is a good version too, take time to put it in the comments below, because you might have a version that somebody else is looking for. So put the version that you read and why do you like that version. If you could do that below, that would be great. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.